How to make your first $10,000 online. If you're a fitness trainer, health professional, health coach, nurse practitioner, a dietitian, nutritionist, or a health professional in general, and maybe you have a local business and you want to take it online, or maybe you're currently operating an online health coaching business, but you're struggling to get attention, you're struggling to get leads, and you're struggling to get qualified booked appointments for your own business. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly the step-by-step framework that we implement inside our own private clients' businesses to get them to 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 per month. And also, this is the same exact system that I implemented in my own business and helped me reach my financial goals. So please take a pen and paper and watch this video, because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what are the step-by-step processes in a 9-step framework that's going to help you set up this client acquisition system that we're leveraging, how to generate trust with your clients, and how to book them inside your own calendar in order for you to get qualified booked appointments and also have paying customers that actually adore and want to work with you. So without further ado, please watch this new video training. So how to make your first 10K as a health practitioner, functional medical practitioner, nutritionist, nurse practitioner, health coach, health professional, or even fitness trainer. Because if you want to start and build an online business, especially if it's a health coaching business, a fitness business, you know that in today's market it's very complicated to get leads. There are many different types of funnels out there. A lot of gurus out there tell you should use the Instagram funnel, you should use the call funnel, you should use a VSL, you should use a plethora of different types of funnels that possibly they are not currently using nowadays. What I'm going to show you exactly is the same exact funnel that helped me start my business, Pathway Consulting, and what we implement in our clients' own businesses by installing the infrastructure. This is the same exact client acquisition system that we leverage to get our clients, such as Dorothy and Marcel, upwards of 15K, 20K, 30K per month as a remote online health coach. So I'm going to show you exactly what functions today, what works in 2025, because the marketing landscape, it's totally different. So we need to adapt with the changes. So a lot of people think that, oh my gosh, I don't know where to start. I need to start posting content. I need to do a lot of different things. And they do not know exactly the sequencing that is required to generate leads for their businesses. So majority of times, unfortunately, they quit prior to finding success. And if they try many different things and it does not work, then it becomes very frustrated. And next thing you know, they quit their business, and that's about it. So the first part is everything starts with the basics. The basics is we need to start optimizing your offer. Here is an example of my personal offer, what we usually present for our clients who actually work with us. And you can see there are many different steps that we implement here. This is from a B2B type of side, right? So we try to solve, from our perspective, every single problem that the health professional fitness trainer actually has when they come about generating attention, managing their clients, also the fulfillment aspect of it, how to manage, systems and operations, scalability problems, ads, appointment setting, creative building content, funnels, assets, everything from A to Z, because we want to solve the problem holistically. Because let me give you an example. When a customer actually comes to work with you, whether they are a health coach or a business owner, they fundamentally want to solve that problem for good. They do not care if you generate leads by, just going down the park and just giving out leaflets, or you use whatever type of mechanism that generate leads for their business. They don't care whether you use Facebook ads or use organic content. They do not give a F about how you generate leads for their business or how they generate results. Customers pay you for one simple thing. They want results. Same exact philosophy needs to be applied as a health coach or a fitness trainer. If you're a fitness trainer and if you want to help your customers get results, they do not pay you for, a meal plan and some exercises. They pay you for accountability. They pay you for the results. That once they pay, for example, $1,000 for the next 3 months, guaranteed they will reach that, summer body that they actually wanted. Same exact thing is for health coaches. That's why it's very important to sell the result, not the mechanism. It's what does the customer actually want. For example, if you are a functional medical practitioner and you focus on diabetes, help people be diabetes free. Or if you are a nutritionist and you want to help people with, weight loss, sell them weight loss. So try to solve the problem holistically. Doesn't matter what is required, whether that is you're using supplements, whether you're using meditations, whether that you use some sort of, miracle drug that you know that it actually works. As long as it works and it's approved by FDA and everything is clear, include it in a package, because the more you help the customer achieve that result, that perceived result, the more valuable you are, the less commoditized you are in the marketplace, and the more you can charge. And also the different you are when you start marketing your offer to the market. So that's very important. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go in detail how to go and create an offer. I think we have a couple of YouTube videos. And also inside my private community health practice Launchpad, we have a full dedicated module on how to optimize the offer. But when you first start, you need to optimize the offer to make sure that when you start going to the market with your offer, you have something valuable that can potentially convert those cold leads or cold audience into interested potential leads and ultimately clients for your business. When that part is solved, then step number 2, you need to start creating some sort of a lead magnet. You have the ability to create a guide, a free quiz, a free course, a toolkit, a webinar. This is a free lead magnet that we use using ChatGPT for health coaches. We also have, like, I believe 7 hours of 8 hours of content in our free group community that we provide for free for everybody who joins, that helps them to get, results. So whatever can provide value to the customers without asking anything in return, then it's good to leverage it. So if you're a health coach, you can start creating a 2-hour, free short course that helps them to achieve X, Y, and Z, or give them like a sample of how you can help other people, or you can help create like a quiz, or you can use a webinar, you can use, whatever feels comfortable for you that can provide value for the customer. I've seen many different health coaches, specifically, for example, for alcoholism, they created like a 7-day like free challenge blueprint, providing them with some sort of accountability checks to start, eliminating alcohol, also mindset shift, educating them on the risk of drinking alcohol too much and overconsumption, everything. Just anything that shows your expertise and can provide value to our customers is very, very helpful, because this lead magnet is going to be leveraged into your marketing, and you're going to see how later. Now, step number 3, create your own video sales letter. It shouldn't be longer than 15 minutes max. We try to create the VSL as short as possible and provide as much value as possible to the customer. We know now that in 2025, everybody has TikTok brain, because everybody's used to consuming content no more than 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. So if you start trying to create this massive, whatever webinar that people are forced to watch for 40 minutes, they're just going to skip it, then goodbye, you lost them. So try to make your webinar as short as possible and have as much value as possible in that. Typically no longer than 15 minutes, even that can be it's on the longer side. So if you can find a good range between 7 to 10 minutes, that's a sweet spot that you ought to consider when you start creating your VSL. Why you want to consider using the VSL? Because this is the asset that essentially introduces yourself, your expertise, your story. It challenges the beliefs of your potential customers, whether they are like your patient or whatever. It just tells them, what they're currently doing wrong, or what, it's currently in the marketplace and why it doesn't work. So it's a belief shifting type of video that it's crucially important, especially if you want to get qualified leads. You need to leverage this type of video content, especially in 2025, where everybody wants to consume as much content as possible. Using a VSL strategically can definitely help you with like show up rates, with conversion rates, with education rates, everything. So obviously you need to know exactly how to use it. However, if you create this type of VSL, follow this exact framework. So you have obviously introduction, your story, biggest issues, how your offer is different, and how you position your solution, and very important, social proof. And now you have a good and a solid VSL that you can leverage and also into your marketing. So here's an example of ours, what we're using currently. It's a 5-minute VSL that we're leveraging. We try to condense as much information as possible in a short video. And also we're leveraging social proof from our previous customers that have worked with us. Very important. Everybody wants social proof in today's economy. So if you don't have case studies, use your own case study. If you have other customers, just try to use that as social proof into your marketing. Now, once you have the sales assets, created, you have the offer is optimized, you created some sort of a lead magnet, you have your VSL, and you have like social proof. Now you need to choose and start implementing the funnel. Now there are 2 types of funnels that are mostly used in marketing. The first one is the Instagram direct funnel, and the other one is what we created, is the school WhatsApp group community funnel. Now we're gonna break down each and every one of them. I'm gonna start with Instagram. So what typically happens in the Instagram funnel is a lot of people start with their Instagram page, you optimize the page, You start posting content on there, and now you start running follower ads. So then you get following ads, followers sees your page, they start following your page, and then from that you start posting stories and CTA posts that try to convert, and you start trying to set people into the DMs and try to get them to an appointment. The problem with this type of funnel is, one, you're totally dependent on the platform. I cannot tell you how many different instances of business owners, health coaches get their account banned. So if you build your entire business on one single platform, although it's useful, and you're paying money for followers, bear in mind, when you're spending money on Instagram, you are spending money on the followers. You're not getting any data like email, phone number, their name or whatever. You just get like a follower. So besides having the ability to reach out to them through Instagram, then you have no ability to create your own database of clients that you can retarget and remarket later. So that's the first problem. Second problem is you're totally depending on the platform. If God forbid something happens and you get your account restricted or banned, then you're toast. That's it. You're cooked. You cannot do anything about it, and you are at the mercy of the platform. Although Instagram is a very powerful platform to leverage, it's foolish or naive to build your business around this type of funnel. So that's why many times I'm not leveraging and I'm not recommending this type of funnel. Also, the last point, which I forgot to mention, is the idea of posting content. Now, we need to understand that Instagram is a pay-to-play platform. But a lot of people think that you need to post content and somehow by some magic, your content is going to become viral and people are going to come into your profile and everybody's going to DM you and going to have this massive amount of followers. But you didn't understand the amount of time that you need to invest into shooting, scripting, editing content. Then also making sure that you have great quality content that speaks to the consumer, and all the time necessary required to actually make a content viral is just unfeasible for most health coaches, health practitioners, and fitness coaches specifically. Especially if you're a fitness coach in 2025, I believe 90%, 80% of all fitness coaches post the same exact content on Instagram. They have videos and reels in the supermarket, at the grocery store, in the gym, making this, you're going to do this exercise, do this exercise. And now it's so diluted, it's like you're like everybody else. You're lost into obscurity. I have found many different friends of mine that follow 30 different fitness influencers, and majority of people on Instagram follow 40, 50, 60 different types of fitness influencers, all posting the same exact type of routine. So who are you gonna start trying to work with? You have Cassidy, then you have John and everything. So you see exactly how you became like a commodity. That's why I usually try to steer away from Instagram, although it's very important to build a brand at a later stage, to invest in content, to build social proof. So if I would be starting right now, I would not leverage Instagram type of direct funnel or whatever. Also, there are many different type of funnel, like VSL type of funnel, but they have their own type of problems because they do not address the idea of building trust and a relationship with consumer, and that's a big problem when you try to get customers online. So the best type of funnel that we are currently using and our customers are using is something that we call the school WhatsApp group community funnel. And the reason this type of funnel actually works is because you get people into some sort of a community, whether that it's on school, on WhatsApp, it does not matter. You get the leads. When you're advertising to this cold audience, what you typically get is their phone number, their email, and whatever type of questions. So you get intel and data. This information can be leveraged in your CRM and can be constantly remarketed. Now people come into a community of yours. And now if you set up the community in the right way, where you can leverage social proof, you can leverage courses, now people are engaging in the community and everything, now you can see exactly how you're building social proof. Also, you have many different opportunities to remarket to them. So you have the ability to post different type of content that educates them, that nurtures them. It doesn't have to be some sort of highly edited type of reel, and it doesn't have to be very, very, you do not need to post consistently. Like I heard stories like people are trying to post as health coaches 4 times a day. It's unfeasible. You're becoming a slave to the algorithm, just trying to get 1 client or 2 clients. We're busy, we want to build a business, and we do not have time to start becoming like a freaking slave to Instagram, right? So it provides the normal blend of engagement plus the community plus social proof, so you can see exactly how you can nurture customers. And also the 3% or 5% of consumer who are ready to actually buy, you can immediately use appointment setting protocols to start setting them in and getting them in a consultation and booking and getting them as a client. And I'm going to show you exactly how this is done. Also, the beautiful part about this funnel is now everybody's providing you a phone number. So now with that phone number, you can now create a WhatsApp group, because we know majority of time a lot of people are active on WhatsApp, even more than Instagram, right? Because it's like a messaging platform. So building also a community and a group on WhatsApp can also help with the idea of reaching out to customers, educating them, nurturing them. School is the front that you get customers in. But then you can create a separate group on WhatsApp, inviting everybody there. And now you have more engagement, more education, more opportunities to remarket and retarget them, and more opportunities to build relations with your customers that eventually can ascend to your higher ticket program. So that's the beautiful part about this type of a funnel. So step number 5 is obviously creating your setting and follow-up scripts. So obviously you have the ability to get customers via outbound dialing them, or using automated AI type of scripts, or you can use a manual setter that reaches out to customers. There's a science and an art and a specific way to actually do this in a correct fashion to make sure that you have the highest amount of response rate and the best opportunity to book customers for an appointment. Now, once you understand the whole idea of how the funnel actually functions, now the second part is obviously you need to start launching ads. And typically we've seen this as obviously a campaign from my personal account. And with this type of funnel, you see that creatives are not, we're constantly testing different types of creatives, but we usually get like good cost per lead for this type of funnel. So we usually get roughly 13. We in different type of ad accounts, we got even $8 or €8 per lead, which is a very good cost per lead. We get their phone number and everything. They are majority of times they're also very engaged because we leverage the community and we leverage WhatsApp and everything. So we get very low cost of booked appointments. And this is for B2B offers. If we're leveraging this for B2C, like health coaches, fitness trainers and everything, typically this, you will get a $5, $3 cost per lead. So with like $30, you can get roughly like 10 leads or like 6 leads. And out of then, if you book one appointment, it's like $25, $30. Most you can pay, it's $100 per booked call, if you're doing this the right way, right? And if you have a good offer and everything. So you can see exactly that if you minimize the cost of getting leads and cost of booked calls, you maximize the amount of profit that you're making on the back end when you're selling your high ticket coaching program. So once that's done and you learn exactly how to set up ads and you get leads in the front door, the other part is you need to start building up your community. So it's very important to post regularly there to keep the community alive. Now it's very difficult for a lot of health coaches to do that, but the more you start posting content, you're engaged and people, you build that relationship with them, the easier it's going to be for you to actually set and get appointments with people who were just like window shopping or like tire kickers, and they say, oh, this guy is have very interesting insights that he talks inside the community. Oh, this guy has created, like in my example, I created this new like training helping like health coaches and giving them like a basic 5 mistakes that majority of health coaches are doing when they're building their business. And once the customer starts watching these types of videos, they become more accustomed to you, you build more trust with them, and you can see exactly how every single part of this client acquisition system serves at helping you booking high engaged leads for your coaching program or whatever your high ticket offer. Also, as I mentioned earlier, the lead magnet that we created earlier, we leverage that into our marketing, and this can be leveraged in the beginning. A lot of people who actually join the community or join your program can get access to that lead magnet, and for them to actually get access, they need to maybe comment or like or whatever. You can see here in my example, I was giving out this free toolkit for my community, and you can see exactly many different people who actually joined my community actually requested lead magnet. And this is a way to start building conversation and start creating conversation with your leads that can potentially lead to booked appointments. So then step number 7 is, as I mentioned earlier, lead nurturing conversion. As I mentioned earlier, I post consistently, helpful tips, insights, everything that helps them, helps the community to be educated and everything, or solve their problem. Just post it in there. You just need to have this type of habit to constantly, post. Now, the reason is much easier to post in a school community or a WhatsApp group is it does not require the amount of editing, to get the attention which is required on Instagram. On Instagram, you need to post a lot of things A lot of your messaging is lost in the algorithm because there's so many different accounts out there. So it's much harder to reach out to the customer. But if you are leveraging like a school community or a WhatsApp group, you can see here in my example, I'm posting this piece of content in my WhatsApp group, then it's much easier to reach to customers, because not a lot of them are actually doing this. And also, the reason WhatsApp is such a great platform is because majority of consumers, especially in the United States or in like Western Europe or in the West, majority of them have WhatsApp, and majority of them are using WhatsApp for the day-to-day communication. So it's very easy for them to just enter WhatsApp, and then boom, this is a new reel or a new, post that you made. So now you're constantly engaging with the customer and being top of the mind with them, as opposed to just being on Instagram and your messaging being lost in the platform. So then obviously, once you start creating that engagement and that trust with your customers, then having a good setting protocol, because ultimately the whole idea of this entire funnel is to get high ticket clients for our program. And please understand, the idea of this entire client acquisition system, it's not necessarily just to get clients, but also to create goodwill and to create trust in the marketplace and actually help people for free. Do you think all the members that came into my community actually became paid members? I would argue even like 70% of them will never become a paid client of mine. But I don't care. I'm doing something good. I'm providing them information and insights that can potentially help their business. And once they use the information and the knowledge and resources that I provided them, and they build their business and make their first 5, 10, 15K, whatever, and they want to scale, guess who's the first person they're thinking about? You or me, in my case. So that's why it's a win-win situation. You're building brand, you're helping people, and you're building goodwill for future potential customers. So that's why the idea of this funnel is very useful. And if you're using the right way, you're gonna make a lot of money with it. So once you have like a setting protocol, you can see exactly the frameworks that we are leveraging here. So how we start conversation with people, you can start conversation with them on school, on WhatsApp. Also here are like pictures and screenshots of appointments that we booked with people using this appointment setting infrastructure on WhatsApp and everything. And we're booking many different calls the same exact way. So step number 8, I just want to provide you the 8 key rules to follow when you're implementing this client acquisition system. 1, people rarely book calls by themselves, so that's why you must guide them. 2, static ads are making a comeback. They often outperform video ads because a lot of people lean heavily on video ads. And now, for some reason, static ads perform much better than video ads. We've seen this into our own marketing and our customers' marketing, so it's something to take account of. 3, lead magnets plus communities get the cheapest leads, which are the most qualified, the most educated. 4, appointment setting through WhatsApp, nurturing through email and community content will help you get engaged leads and buyers who actually want to buy your product or services. Social proof is king, testimonials, case studies, and success stories. And then 6, test, volume negates luck. Constantly test creatives. And here are the KPIs for lead generation using this funnel. So the cost per lead should be $5 to $13, cost per conversation $15 to $40, cost per book call $100 to $300, depends by offer. For example, if you're selling a $6,000 thyroid disease type of coaching program, you cannot expect to get like $10, $20 like booked appointments, right? So it is also relative to the program that you're selling, and you need to adjust your KPIs to that. And usually the cost per sale, meaning the cost that you should invest or expect to invest in getting a paid client for your health coaching program, is $300 to $1,000. So hope this entire training helped you. Hopefully that you understand exactly the philosophy of it and how you can leverage in your own business, especially in health coaching business. We are actually using the same exact framework, so I'm not gonna teach you or show you something that does not work in the marketplace. We're using the same exact method today, 2025, and we're installing the same exact infrastructure for our clients to get results for their business and build their health coaching business. So thank you very much for watching, and see you at our next video. Bye-bye.